The next question will go to you, Mr. Rhines, first. Ms. Cassett recently requested a proposal from CLC Ambulance to take over ambulance service in town. Do you support a change in ambulance service, or do you support the continuation of the town's own ambulance service?
Good question. Yeah. The annual warrant is coming up on the 12th. For the first time in the 4 years I've been here, I actually voted with the majority to recommend everything, which includes the ambulance. However, we have met with CLC once. We've had a subcommittee meeting with them a couple of times, but we've met with them once. And at this point, I recommend passing the ambulance budget as is. But I do think that it is worthwhile to continue talking with CLC and see if we can get some firmer numbers. The ambulance, I've never heard a complaint about the service as far as going out and helping people who need help. But I have heard complaints that we're going out further and further and further, and that's affecting the whole thing, and it is costing us more money. And it's one place I think we should look into. If there are savings to be made, the numbers are there, then I would say yes, change. If they're not, then no. Just a coincidence, but the year I was first elected to the board was the year the town established the ambulance service. And in that day, it was totally a volunteer service, and it was a tremendous benefit to this town. One of the best things that's happened in the last 30 years or so. But it is not a volunteer service anymore. I think so we need to look into it further.
Mrs. Anderson?
So my feeling on the ambulance is similar to Ben's in that the select board has asked for this presentation. I'm not sure why. I think it's to save money. I believe that before any decision was made by anyone, more information should be gathered, and we need to call on our resources. Our town has a public safety committee, and I feel like the public safety committee probably has data and information that would help inform a decision about ambulance service. There are definitely considerations other than dollars and cents when we're talking about the safety of our residents. I also have been sitting in this room to hear presentations from Toby at EMS about expanding ambulance service, and the point of that is to increase revenue. So there's a manager with an eye on the bottom line. He's looking to increase revenue. I do not know what the result of that is, if that means that we are getting less service in town. I don't think that as a select board member I would need to know that. I think that I would need to call on the people in town who do know that. And so if our public safety committee doesn't have that data available, that might be something that a select board could ask them to research. There's no reason why we have to make decisions based on a lack of information or misinformation. There's enough people volunteering in our town who want to help, who are experts in certain areas, who can do that legwork and come back to the board. I don't think there's any reason to sit and go around in circles and talk about what my personal opinion is versus, Judy's or David's. We don't need to do that. We can gather some data, some information, present it to the people, see what the feedback is, and make a smart and informed decision.
Excuse me. I would say, first and foremost, I have not been privy to any discussions with CLC, so I don't really know what they're offering, at what cost or what price, which is appropriate because I'm not on the select board. However, I do know that when Toby Martin came here, he developed a plan. I believe it was a 3 to 5 year long plan, where he anticipated that the EMS service here would be self-supporting at the end of that plan. I don't think, as far as I know, we are not there yet. I will say that I am very much impressed and will follow Ben's lead on this, because I know that he is a stickler for economics and whatnot, and the fact that he supports it, I find very informative. And then I guess the only other comment I will make, since I'm not privy and don't have the knowledge about the CLC offer, is that in terms of medical outcomes, response time makes a difference. It can be a difference between, just getting a bump on the head, no, you'll be fine, but if it's something more serious, an auto accident, a heart attack, a stroke, the difference between, say, 5-minute response time and a 20-minute response time is most likely going to make the difference either in you being alive or dead, or at least what kind of quality of life you have afterwards. And that, I think, is the biggest and best argument I have for keeping the Wiscasset EMS.
Ms. Tobin.
Ben is right, we have had several meetings with CLC. I personally feel the board is doing their due diligence as far as looking at all aspects. We have put it out to the voters of the town twice of whether they want to have their own ambulance service or to outsource it. And twice, it's been a great majority that they want their own ambulance. I'm willing to sit down and listen to CLC, listen to what they have. I support this ambulance budget this year. I support the ambulance department. If they can give us cheaper, better, fine. But in all reality, whatever decision the board wants to make, I feel needs to go to the people and let them vote on it. I don't feel it should be a board decision. I think it should be the taxpayers' decision because it's their lives that are on the line. Thank you.
Well, when it comes to money being spent on public safety, it shouldn't matter what the budget is for that, because I've gotten that very important for our town. The response time for, anybody else to respond, it's kind of needed to stay here, because it takes much longer for somebody else to arrive.